Have you ever stopped to consider how many moments of your life have simply slipped away? Seconds, minutes, hours lost to distraction, hesitation, or indecision. Time is the one resource that never waits, never replenishes, and never forgives. Every moment wasted is a moment you can never get back. Think about that for a second. The life you dream of, the success, the freedom, the fulfillment, you will never reach it if you continue to treat time as though it is endless. Successful people understand this. They know that every second is priceless, and they guard it as fiercely as they guard their health, their reputation, and their goals. Most people drift through life without recognizing the value of each passing minute. They allow distractions to fill their days, endlessly scrolling, watching, waiting for motivation to strike. But successful people operate differently. They live with awareness. They recognize that time is a currency far more valuable than money, far more powerful than influence. Every moment is an opportunity, and every wasted moment is a loss. This realization alone can shift your life. When you see time as the ultimate resource, suddenly every choice matters. Suddenly, every second becomes a chance to move closer to your dreams, to build the life you want, and to become the person you are meant to be. Imagine how different your life could be if you truly treated every moment with purpose. Think about the hours you spend each day on mindless activities that produce nothing and take everything. Now imagine using those same hours intentionally, learning, creating, improving, planning, taking action. The difference is staggering. Every choice you make to invest your time wisely multiplies your potential, builds momentum, and accelerates your growth. The emotional reward of this awareness is profound. You gain control, clarity, and a sense of urgency that transforms ordinary days into extraordinary progress. You feel alive in a way you never felt before because you are no longer letting life happen to you. You are taking it by the reins. The truth is simple. Successful people don't wait for the perfect conditions. They don't wait for motivation, inspiration, or luck. They act deliberately, consciously, and consistently. They structure their days around what truly matters. They prioritize, focus, and eliminate everything that doesn't contribute to their goals. Each moment is an investment, and they expect returns. They know that the compound effect of these deliberate actions creates outcomes far beyond what others imagine. This mindset is not intimidating, it is empowering. You are not powerless against the clock. You are capable of mastering it, of bending it to serve your ambitions if you choose to respect it, protect it, and use it wisely. By the time you finish watching this, you will begin to see your time differently. You will understand that the smallest shifts in how you use your minutes can transform your hours, your days, and eventually your life. The life of success, purpose, and fulfillment you crave is not out of reach. It is built one intentional moment at a time. Every second counts, and every second you invest intentionally brings you closer to the extraordinary life you deserve. The power to change your life is in your hands right now, in the very way you choose to spend the moments you cannot reclaim. The way you think about time determines the way you live your life. Successful people don't just schedule their days. They cultivate a mindset of urgency and focus that guides every action. They understand that every moment carries weight and that wasted time is the silent thief of potential. When you operate with this awareness, you stop drifting through life and start navigating it with precision. Your attention becomes a weapon, your focus a superpower, and your productivity a reflection of your priorities. Nothing outside of you controls the value of your time. It is your responsibility, your power, and your choice. Focus is the secret that separates those who achieve greatness from those who merely wish for it. The human mind is easily distracted, pulled toward things that are urgent but often meaningless. Successful people train themselves to resist this pull. They eliminate low-value distractions, cut unnecessary tasks, and direct their energy toward what truly matters. This requires discipline, yes, but more than that, it requires awareness. Awareness of what is fleeting, what is permanent, and what will truly move the needle in your life. When you develop this mindset, every action becomes intentional, Every decision becomes strategic, and every moment becomes a step toward mastery. Urgency is not panic, it is clarity. It is the understanding that time will not wait for you to feel ready, for the stars to align, or for the perfect conditions to appear. Successful people act now because they know that procrastination is the enemy of progress, and delay compounds regret. The fear of wasted time is transformed into a powerful motivator, driving them to harness every opportunity, to finish tasks efficiently, and to prioritize what is essential. This sense of urgency creates momentum. It turns ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes. Every choice to act decisively reinforces your confidence, sharpens your focus, and accelerates your progress. When you commit to this mindset, you start to see your days differently. Each hour becomes an asset, each minute a potential investment. You begin to identify wasted energy, unproductive habits, and distractions that steal your most valuable resource. And with each discovery, you gain control. You learn to say no to what doesn't serve your goals. You learn to structure your time around high-value activities that compound into real results. You develop the emotional satisfaction that comes from progress and the knowledge that you are moving intentionally toward the life you want. This is the essence of valuing time, recognizing that every moment is an opportunity to invest in yourself, your goals, and your future. By prioritizing focus, embracing urgency, and eliminating distractions, you align your actions with your highest ambitions. You stop wasting energy on things that do not matter and begin allocating your attention where it creates maximum impact. The emotional reward is immediate and profound: clarity, purpose, and the sense of being in control of your destiny. The mindset of urgency and focus transforms your relationship with time. It makes you relentless in pursuit of growth, unwavering in commitment to your goals, and intentional in every decision. By internalizing this perspective, you become someone who does not merely exist. You become someone who achieves, creates, and lives deliberately. Every second becomes meaningful, every moment purposeful, and every day a step closer to the extraordinary life you are capable of building. Protecting your time is one of the most powerful actions you can take for your life. Successful people understand that distractions are everywhere, constantly competing for attention, and that every moment lost to mindless activity is a moment stolen from their potential. They build habits that safeguard their focus, routines that structure their days, and boundaries that shield their energy. Planning is not a chore, it is armor. Saying no is not selfish, it is essential. Every choice to prioritize high-value activities over trivial distractions multiplies impact and accelerates progress. Habits are the silent forces that determine how your time is spent. When repeated consistently, they become automatic, eliminating the need for constant decision-making. This frees mental energy for higher-level thinking and deliberate action. Successful people design their lives to minimize wasted effort. They batch tasks, focus on one priority at a time, and protect their mornings, afternoons, and evenings from the chaos of distraction. Each small habit compounds into control, clarity, and mastery over their own schedule. The psychology behind this is simple. The brain thrives on structure and repetition. Discipline becomes effortless when habits are internalized, and every moment can then be invested rather than squandered. Every decision to honor your time reinforces your self-respect and confidence. When you say no to what doesn't serve your goals, you are telling yourself that your ambitions matter more than temporary pleasure or comfort. You are proving that you value your potential more than passive consumption. This creates a cycle of reinforcement. Disciplined action builds results, results reinforce confidence, and confidence strengthens the commitment to protect time. The emotional reward is undeniable, a sense of empowerment, clarity, and freedom that others who drift through life can only envy. Understanding the cost of wasted time is crucial. Even small amounts of lost minutes accumulate into weeks, months, and years of unfulfilled potential. Successful people calculate this cost not in money alone, but in opportunity, growth, and personal evolution. They know that procrastination, indecision, and distraction are not neutral. They are active thieves of your future. By creating routines that prioritize action, eliminate unnecessary tasks, and maintain focus, they transform ordinary days into productive engines of progress. Every hour preserved becomes a foundation upon which extraordinary achievements are built. Habits that protect time are not restrictive, they are liberating. They give you space to think, create, and execute without friction. Each boundary set, each plan followed, and each distraction avoided compounds into momentum that propels you forward. By committing to these habits, you gain more than efficiency. You gain control, purpose, and the ability to live deliberately. You are no longer a passive participant in your life. Every second becomes a tool to build your dreams, a weapon against stagnation, and a step closer to the person you aspire to become. The way you guard your time determines the life you will lead. By cultivating habits that protect it, by designing your environment and routines for focus, and by refusing to surrender your attention to distractions, you take ownership of your future. Every small, consistent act of discipline reinforces your identity as someone who values time, who acts intentionally, and who achieves relentlessly. This is the power of time mastery. It transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary outcomes, shapes character, and creates a life of purpose, fulfillment, and unstoppable progress. Every moment carries potential, and the way you use it determines the trajectory of your life. Successful people treat every second as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to move closer to their goals. They understand that progress is not made in leaps or through sporadic bursts of effort. It is made through deliberate, consistent actions multiplied over time. The compounding effect of these small, intentional moments creates results that feel effortless in hindsight, but only because they were built on countless disciplined choices. This is how ordinary time becomes extraordinary. Microactions are more powerful than most people realize. Reading for 15 minutes, reflecting on priorities, making one phone call, or taking a small step toward a goal might seem insignificant in the moment. Yet, these tiny investments of time, when repeated consistently, multiply into massive transformation. The psychology behind this is compelling. Small wins trigger positive reinforcement in the brain, build confidence, and strengthen the neural pathways that make productivity automatic. Every small action compounds into skill, knowledge, and momentum. Every disciplined minute strengthens your capacity to handle bigger challenges and achieve larger goals. Time leveraged effectively is a magnifier. The hours you invest in growth, focus, and action produce results far beyond what the clock might suggest. Successful people understand that minutes are not equal. They are flexible and exponential. One focused hour can yield results that an entire day of distraction cannot. This understanding changes behavior. It forces clarity, prioritization, and action. By recognizing the power inherent in every moment, you stop wasting time on trivial pursuits and start allocating your attention to what truly moves the needle. The emotional reward is immediate: satisfaction, progress, and a deep sense of control over your life. The invisible work you do in these moments is the foundation for visible success. What others may dismiss as minor, repetitive tasks are, in reality, investments in your future. Each choice to study, practice, reflect, or act builds your capability, resilience, and confidence. You are training your mind to value action over delay, purpose over distraction, and growth over comfort. The result is momentum that cannot be stopped, a sense of purpose that guides your every decision, and a life that unfolds according to your deliberate intentions rather than the whims of circumstance. Recognizing time as the most valuable asset you have shifts everything. It forces you to audit how you spend your days, to eliminate low-value activities, and to prioritize tasks that compound into long-term results. It motivates you to act decisively, embrace discipline, and protect your energy from distractions. Every moment becomes a tool for transformation, a stepping stone toward mastery, and a building block for your dreams. The life you desire is not a matter of luck or external opportunity. It is a consequence of how you use the moments you already possess. When you begin to leverage every moment intentionally, ordinary routines transform into engines of growth. Your focus intensifies, your skills sharpen, and your confidence expands. You start to see the exponential results of consistent effort. Every minute invested becomes a catalyst for achievement, every hour a foundation for progress. This is the power of valuing time. It turns fleeting moments into unstoppable momentum, fear into courage, and potential into reality. The life you are capable of living is created one intentional moment at a time, and the way you act in each of these moments determines everything you will ever achieve. The way you manage time defines the life you will lead. Every second that passes is either an investment in your future or a loss that can never be recovered. Successful people understand this truth at a visceral level. They act with intention, plan with precision, and prioritize relentlessly. They know that time is the ultimate equalizer. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, but how those hours are used determines whether a life is ordinary or extraordinary. The moments you honor today become the foundation for the results you achieve tomorrow. Mastery of time begins with awareness. You must know where your minutes are going and what they are producing. Distractions are constant and cunning. They steal hours without leaving a trace. Social media, unproductive routines, and mindless habits can consume your day before you even realize it. Successful people fight back by designing their environment and routines to protect their focus. They create boundaries, eliminate unnecessary choices, and channel their energy toward high-value actions. The psychology behind this is undeniable. Humans are more productive and creative when attention is concentrated, when effort is purposeful, and when distractions are minimized. Every choice to protect your time reinforces your power and self-respect. Saying no to low-value activities is not deprivation. It is a declaration of priority. Choosing to focus on tasks that build your skills, knowledge, and influence is not labor. It is leverage. Each intentional action compounds into momentum, shaping your identity, strengthening your discipline, and expanding your capability. Momentum is invisible at first, quiet and subtle, but it grows relentlessly. One day, you will look back and realize that the disciplined use of your time has created results far beyond what you imagined possible. Time used wisely becomes a magnifier of your potential. A single focused hour produces outcomes that hours of distraction cannot match. Successful people leverage this understanding, treating every minute as a resource to be invested rather than spent. They are deliberate in their actions, strategic in their priorities, and relentless in their pursuit of progress. The emotional payoff is profound, a sense of control, purpose, and fulfillment that those who drift through life rarely experience. Every moment becomes meaningful, every decision matters, and every day builds toward mastery. The cost of wasted time is steep. Each lost hour is a lost opportunity to improve, to create, to grow, and to move closer to your goals. Procrastination, indecision, and distractions are silent thieves, slowly eroding potential and leaving regret in their wake. Recognizing this cost is the key to transformation. When you value time as highly as you value your dreams, you begin to act decisively, eliminate unnecessary tasks, and protect your focus. Every second reclaimed becomes a step toward achievement. Every minute invested compounds into momentum, and every action taken with intention accelerates your growth. When you embrace the power of time, life shifts. Ordinary routines transform into structures of progress. Minutes become catalysts for skill, knowledge, and results. Hours become the foundation of influence, impact, and freedom. The life you desire is not a distant dream. It is the natural outcome of the way you treat your moments today. By committing to deliberate action, protecting your focus, and honoring every second, you position yourself to achieve extraordinary results. The way you use your time now determines everything you will ever accomplish, and the power to shape your destiny lies entirely in your hands. Your future is the sum of how you spend your time today. Every choice, every decision, every moment invested intentionally compounds into the person you are becoming and the life you are building. Successful people understand this principle with unwavering clarity. They treat time as sacred, protecting it fiercely, because they know that it cannot be earned back once lost. Every minute wasted is an opportunity surrendered. Every moment of distraction is progress delayed. This awareness creates a sense of urgency and focus that drives action, sharpens priorities, and propels growth. The difference between those who succeed and those who drift is simple: action versus inaction. Waiting for perfect conditions, waiting for inspiration, or waiting for someone else to create the right moment ensures that life passes by unnoticed. Successful people act regardless of circumstance. They understand that the clock is impartial and relentless. They seize what is within their control and maximize every second. The psychology is undeniable. Action generates momentum, and momentum transforms uncertainty into confidence. Every deliberate choice builds trust in yourself and strengthens your ability to achieve more, faster, and with greater clarity. Protecting your time is a form of self-respect. Every decision to eliminate distractions, prioritize high-value activities, and honor commitments reinforces your identity as someone who is disciplined, intentional, and capable. Habits that protect your focus are not restrictions, they are tools for liberation. They free mental energy, sharpen your mind, and allow you to invest in growth, learning, and meaningful achievement. Each small, consistent action compounds invisibly, creating results that feel effortless but are built on a foundation of discipline and intention. Every moment you use intentionally magnifies your potential.